I'm glad to say this is a really short episode. I don't think I could stand several episodes with the Gizmonks. So today, we're looking at the filler episode, A Great Rainbow Caper. And since it's so short, this should be a comparatively short review. Megan, Molly and Danny are helping the little ponies pick cherries, using the powerful rainbow of light to fight the bad weather. Danny decides that it would be better to have fun with the rainbow than to use it for just practical things. Megan chastises him for being irresponsible, so Danny and the pony Surprise decide to go off on their own. Little did they know the Gizmonks were watching from their inventor's laboratory. They kidnap the pair and hold them for ransom in return for the rainbow. But the pair don't want to wait to be rescued, so they trick the Gizmonks into thinking that they love their inventions, thus being allowed out to look at them. When unsupervised, they sabotage the inventions and release other captive creatures. The Gizmonks, overwhelmed, flee just as Megan comes to the rescue. Danny and Surprise crash out of the building and offer the story that they were just being irresponsible in a responsible way. And the escaped creatures decide to inhabit the lab and make useful things, befriending the ponies, providing that Danny and Surprise help them if the Gizmonks ever return. Which, for the sake of my sanity, I hope they do not. I suppose the only key talking point, and the reason I can't stand this episode, is the Gizmonks. They are interesting and quirky characters. They're clearly interested in science and ecology, and their intent not malicious like other pony villains, but simply curiosity. It's certainly refreshing from the other more black and white bad guys from the rest of the series. However, they really aren't all that special. They aren't smart, and they don't seem to realise what they are doing until something clever just so happens to work. And they have the most irritating singing voices ever. I know a lot of casts have called them multiple times to cover roles, but this is just unbearable. This pairing really doesn't work. Morally, I'm unsure where the story fits. It, as always, gives Megan, the primary protagonist, the moral and intelligent high ground, despite her short screen time. But Danny is a different type of character. He fulfills a stereotypical brother role, the middle child. He's attention-seeking and always makes fun of his sisters. He's often the one that offers immediate action and comes up with the plans. Usually outside forces will deconstruct his attempts, but overall he's bright and hardworking. He makes up for his mannerisms with gestures of kindness, especially towards the ponies. In this episode though, despite being the planner, not held back by a sense of responsibility, he doesn't seem to show compassion. He acts without thinking of the safety or well-being of those that his actions may affect. Admittedly, they were trying to escape, but he or any of the other creatures could have been hurt by the machines. They certainly didn't know what they were. I worry that by trying to appeal to a younger audience and their stereotyped behaviour, the episode failed to really present the characters in the best light. There really isn't much more of note here. The creatures aren't memorable, the music was poor, and the characterisation needed work. I hope that perhaps the Glass Princess may be more interesting. Until then, I will see you in history.